What celeb would you love to say following things to? Are you aging in reverse?
Are you aging in reverse to...
What do you think makes someone a real king?
When
you're having dinner with Saif, Kareena, Kunal, what is the most commonly discussed topic?
Inheritance.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be apart from kiwi?
I would... really enjoyed them both, but I say Imran because I had an impression of him that I didn't have of Madhavan before. I thought Imran would be very different, and he was very professional, always on time.
So we'll start with Soha Ali Khan now. What do you think makes someone a real king?
I'd say the ability to relate to everybody.
If we ask Kunal to describe you in 3 words, what do you think he'd say?
He would say self-righteous, intelligent, and a pain in the ass. That's 3 words, actually. Just pain in the ass. That's 4 words.
If you have to rate Kunal as a dancer on a scale of 1 to 10, how much?
I am rating a dancer. Firstly, I would rate him 9. Always room for improvement.
All right. When you're having dinner with Saif, Kareena, Kunal, what is the most commonly discussed topic?
Inheritance.
Narani, she's doing well. This is a good one. A quality of Lara Dutta that you'd like to steal.
Her really infectious grunt.
And we see that, hear that.
Can we hear it? It only comes if you I don't know, you make the right joke.
Yeah, you have to activate it.
That's a good one.
Sweet spot.
That's a good one. R.Madhavan, ya Imran Hashmi, the better co-star.
I actually worked more with Imran because it was a longer role. But I really enjoyed them both. But I say Imran because I had an impression of him that I didn't have of Madhavan before. I thought Imran would be very different. And he was very professional, always on time. And really like a warm person to work with. I don't know why I thought he wouldn't be.
What impression did you have of him?
That's not a question. You're not allowed to make up questions.
No, it's a follow-up question. What impression did you have of Imran Hashmi?
I thought he would be, I thought he would just, wake up late and, not really learn his lines, and he wouldn't be such a good actor. I really don't know why. I hadn't seen a lot of his work. But he was really understated and very good to work with.
And very punctual. Extremely punctual.
Extremely punctual.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be apart from kiwi?
I would have to be 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tandoori chicken and chocolate cake.
If animals could talk, which animal would you love to talk to?
I would apologize to all the chickens. Sorry. Anya's just like, as a vegetarian, I really don't know what to say.
One film that almost everybody around you hated, but you secretly loved it.
That I loved, that other people hated, that I secretly loved. I mean, it's a show. Like I've really been watching and enjoying Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I actually think a lot of people enjoy it. They just don't admit to it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's actually very engaging. And I often cry.
All right. If you were to start a rumor about yourself, what would that be?
That I'm very generous with my food.
Very generous with my food.
Yes. That I share. Also that
all right.
I bathe 3 times a day.
Bathe 3 times a day. Okay. What was your dream job when you were 10?
When I was 10, I wanted to be a detective, which I still do. I still want to be cast as a detective. And I really enjoyed, I would go around the house making notes until my father got very, very worried and would shut the door and lock me out of his office. But I would go around writing things and reporting things. I wanted to solve neighborhood crime. We also lived opposite Sena Bhavan, so I was quickly dissuaded from that.
Right. What is your finest memory of your father?
When I didn't have the right attire to graduate at Oxford, and they're very strict about what you wear. And I had to be wearing black stockings, and I was wearing stilettos, and I didn't have the right socks or stockings. And he took off his socks and gave them to me. So I was wearing these big fluffy socks and my dainty stilettos as I walked down the in the cathedral and in the Sheldonian Theatre. And that's when I graduated, wearing my father's socks. And I always said, I may never have walked in his shoes, but I definitely walked in his socks.
That's amazing. All right. And what is the best compliment that you've received and from whom for your father as a cricketer?
Actually, a lot from Nasir Saab, because he actually has read a lot about him and written a lot about him. So there, as well as other people who said that more than his ability to bat or, of course, he had one eye and was an amazing fielder, it was his captaincy and the sense of patriotism that he inspired and a sense of pride in being Indian, which perhaps a captain had not done before that. And a sense that you can play other teams from other parts of the world and not feel cowed down by that. And we had our first overseas test victory also under his captaincy.
Amazing. Okay. What celeb would you love to say following things to? Are you aging in reverse?
Are you aging in reverse to... I really think there's so many people, Wahida Rahman, Hema Malini. I really feel that there are so many people who look wonderful and naturally so.